A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, right? Before you move.
Own style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. When it's properly used, it's almost invincible.
All right. This is Silver, here to talk a little bit about a couple war attacks from the Baby Wars this week. This is something I started up a few weeks ago. Just looking for some of those high-end TH9s through TH11s that might have gotten a mini account once upon a time simply for, I don't know, a numbers plug, or you got pissed off at Supercell but you were still a fair play, so you thought you'd just backload or, your war attack structure with about 70 Town Hall 3s. But ultimately, you got some stranded babies out there. So the whole point of this particular war format is for folks to get together, to goof around, and try to come up with some interesting things that think a little bit beyond the traditional in attacks. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to take a look at a couple of those attacks here in just a second. Okay, the problem with doing this stuff off the cuff and not like scripting it like some people do is that, you replay this stuff and you speak English like my dog speaks French. That's point one. And then two, you end up re-recording this stuff over and over and over. And I try to record all this crap in secret because it is kind of creepy for a 44-year-old man to be talking about shit like, well, a cartoon game you play on your phone. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the last war. We're shaping up pretty good, by the way. Look at that. OPAF, Lucy. That is how it rolls. And we went ahead and just got our second 100% against Call of Juarez. Nice going here. We were outsized there. I went ahead and put in Jericho, one of my 9s at the top. We're trying to anchor it with a 9 just in case things get stupid. No, we're not trying to abuse or manipulate. It's just, we're just screwing around. We do want to get wins. And typically what we've seen so far is that we are matching against some 9s, as you'll see here. Let's go over to the other side. And what were they sitting on top? Big John. Okay, so max 9. Pretty formidable opponent. Formidable. I think you can say both of those things. I got the 3-star in this, but that was entirely because Badlands, who we'll talk about later, just mapped the hell out of this base. He is kind of frightening, quite frankly. But you'll see his TH7 attack, which I just flat out loved. But let's talk about this one right here. Murden Imries, okay? And Diney, I have no idea how you pronounce that. I don't know if that's like some sort of weird Tolkien reference, but anyways. So, it's a weird account. I'm just going to call it Queen Diane. I know her. She is a fantastic person. She's really helpful. She's always cheerful. The problem is that when she sees one of my bases, she will 3-star the living shit out of the thing. First met her. Didn't talk to her, but first met her when she was on the power bank side of a one-hive patron war. And just fresh hit me. It was nasty. I was the top 9, and I'm pretty sure she was just laughing at me the entire time. So, but we all love her. And I want you guys to see the attack she pulled off. Let's see. You guys can see what is she working with here? Well, it's one of those junker babies. And she's got low-level troops. Okay, they're maxed for Town Hall 8. Still got a BK to work on, but let's see what she does here because she goes completely apeshit with creativity on this attack. Let's see what she did to Tulo. Alright, we're going to set up this base here a little bit. As you look at it, it's a pretty informed... She didn't even wait. She just started sending in troops. She had this so well pinned in. But it looks like a mostly maxed out Town Hall 8, less the walls. And Diney's going to start off those minions up there at 9 o'clock. And that's fun to watch. All right, 45 seconds in. We are knocking the shit out of the Elix collectors. Okay. And she started to... Oh my god, it's another minion. Wow, that's going to take about 70 minutes. But now she's going to start moving in the kill squad. She's going to use a giant down there at 7 o'clock. To draw out that minion. to start to draw out that baby. They had babies and Valks in there, and we were just getting crushed on some of our first attacks before we wised up. So actually, they had some really good Town Hall 7s in the war. But anyways, here she goes. All right, there's that pain in the ass. There's that pain in the ass. Now, CC troops split. Baby went after the flyer, and now she's got to contend with that kill downstairs. Diney brought 2 baby drags in her CC, which is pretty cool. She's using them entirely for the CC kill, at least to start off with, as you'll see. And they do all kinds of good things in there. CC and her troops ratch that bomb out. Wiz comes in, beautiful CC kill, and now, oh, she's got a pretty good funnel working, so she's going to send in some P.E.K.K.A.s. It's almost like she planned all this. So far, what do we got? Minions, giants, baby drags, P.E.K.K.A.s, and those P.E.K.K.A.s are going to start going inside. They're going to come back around. Look at those big old angry P.E.K.K.A.s. She's going to rage them across to get to that AD. Got some skellies, no problemo there. And that baby drag down there at 430 is still working that deal. And here come the hogs. So I think she's up to about 40 different troops that she's used so far in this attack. Great heal spell there. You can see her start to take out that Tesla, that Wiz Tower. And of course the P.E.K.K.A.s are still working. She's out of spells now. Oh, she's still got 1 minion left, so we can spend the last 70 minutes of the attack watching that minion take out an elixir storage. Hog's still working across. We'll speed it up a little bit, but just solid. And look at the number of troops she was able to plow in there and the variety of stuff. My guess is you would have not seen a lot of P.E.K.K.A. healer attacks at Town Hall 8, especially mixed in with the crew that she had. But you'll see she actually knows what she's doing, which is why Queen Diane is in much better clans than I am. She's a member of some of that CWL stuff, which I'm not name dropping a thing because I know nothing about what those people do, except for apparently War Whales people are total cheaters and bad human beings. So that was Queen's attack. Diane, as always, beautiful job, totally thoughtful, really enjoyed it. We're going to go ahead and get into the next attack here shortly. All right, attack number 2. Hey, Lucy, I'm trying to keep them shorter. Thank you for the feedback. Lucy from Fallen Elite, a little shout out. Apparently she likes them small. So we're going to go ahead and watch an attack by Badlands. Now, Badlands is an alt account of Jesse from Chaos Hammer, another very well-known clan, along with QD from Bad Apple there that we watched earlier. And Jesse just does amazing stuff technically. It's a real pleasure to have him around. I don't know if anybody in the clan actually watches attacks. I certainly do, because between him, QD, others, I just learned a ton. And Jesse just had some really nice hogging stuff in this war. And let's watch what he does here when he dipped down to pick up 12. Now, let me pause it because he starts off real early. So what he's doing here is just, we try to go ahead and imitate some of the bigger attacks that we like doing a lot better with a lot bigger town halls. So he's going to do a, well, what is it? He's going to do a hobo, or Jesus Christ, what do you call them, folks? Go hobo attack, but he's not going to use the golems. Obviously, he doesn't have them, so he's going to use giants. Let's go ahead and watch his CC pull, which in and of itself, pretty awesome. And let's play it along here. He's going to send in a single barb to trigger that CC, and again, really weird CC fills. And I think I realized why later on. I'll explain it, but straight up Valk's minion. If you'll notice that he is spacing out his troops in a way where he is dropping archers and then wizards behind him, makes for a real effective way for those Wiz to get in there on that Valk. That's pretty much done for. Now, Jesse's coming from 6 o'clock, and if you can look, he's got some structure anywhere from about 5 to 7 o'clock that are really going to distract any sort of bowler funnels. So he's got his work cut out for him. Might be an easy base, but, in the real world, you really have to pay attention to where those bowlers might path. So let's see what happens here. All right, Wiz coming in. What I realized after this war is that Jesse just knows a hell of a lot more about funneling than I do. But he's left that anchor base right there, and that's really important for bowlers. Leave something for them to target, and of course in this case they're going after that licks collector. They're already squaring up real well. Use that wall breaker, but basically they cracked open a compartment that didn't open inside, but the bowlers just went in just perfect. And a really cool thing that he's starting here is when he starts working in his hogs, watch what happens. One of the things that I learned from Jesse this war is that he does send in more hogs early than I usually do. I get pretty locked into the notion of just sending in 2 to 3 per defense that complement the kill squad. That's another thing I think he did real well here. I really dislike it when people let their kill squads die and then send in that next phase of the attack. No point in doing that. You want stuff targeting that interior of the core where that kill squad is, and then send in the hogs, but you'll see he front loads them pretty heavy. He's already sent in what, I think, well, that's 6 dudes screaming, and then he sends in another 6, and it's not 2-finger deployment. He's thinking about it, but he builds a lot of mass fast with those hogs as they start to come across. I'm going to speed it up because at this point he's got 2 heals left. He probably could have swagged them if he wanted to. But he's just going to roll on this base, and it's going to culminate in a nice 3-star. Now, I was just going to show 2 attacks here. Jesse, I'm going to show your 2-star attack. 99%, just because you and I both know that just kicked the hell out of everything and won the war for us. So let's take a look at that one. God, that was a beauty. All right, this is his other account. Let's scroll down. Yeah, they had a lot of last-minute desperation, but I want you guys to watch the funnel that he builds and the hog work that he does. Now, this is on Justin. I'm going to pause it real quick. I want you to see his troop deck. He's got level 2 golems. Now, he does have big hogs, but he's got a level 5 loon. He's got and a level 1 queen. Now, he's about to hit a max 9 defensively. Max 9 defensively with a level 18 queen. And just watch some of the funneling work he does. Good Lord, it's beautiful. Okay, so he's going to start off with wizards funneling up at 3 o'clock. I guess I should slow it down. And send in that golem. And he's very precise about how he's doing this. He's going to put that 1 golem in there, and then he's going to drop the other golem to draw off enemy fire in particular directions. And we don't need wall breakers here, so Jesse's just going to go ahead and jump that thing. But the timing is just beautiful. I mean, he's got that jump spell up, but those bowlers could go left real quick. But Jesse is watching the health on that archer tower there in the center. He's got that wizard in front of it, and he knows he's going to get that thing in. Man, I love this attack. Okay, he's going to send him some whiz behind it. Now, he's going to pop those CC troops, but remember, he doesn't have a big queen behind him to take those things out. And it is a world of difference when you try to kill CC troops with an L1 queen as opposed to the level 30 and above queens that we're usually used to using, which make that pretty indifferent. But he's done a nice job of getting his kill squad in here. He's gone ahead and sparked that CC. Let's see how he navigates. Yeah, so they get eaten up pretty quick. But he's got a nice troop of wizards because of how he timed it, and they're just going to go nuts. Now, Jesse's also started to send in his hogs. You can see that at 2 o'clock, he's already started to have some engagement on the Wiz Tower. And at 1 o'clock, he's starting to send in that second group. And again, Jesse just goes heavier than I do. And it was really interesting to try that out when I went ahead and came on top of this attack. Just to see how those hogs flow when you start off a little bit heavier and then save a lot of the surgical work, the more precision stuff for the other side. Beautiful reads on this base. He's got the poisons down, and ultimately that's what caught him because of the power levels of, just what he had to work with there. But great heal. Covers the hogs the entire time there. They're going to come back and get that expo, and he's got a simultaneous heal going on down there, but he's out of spells right now. Okay? So he's got a lot of work to do and a lot of base to cover. He's only got 60% of that base done right yet. But he's going to go ahead and send in another pack of those hogs. He's holding back 2. And additionally, what he's done with this loon up here is taken out a Troll Tesla, which unfortunately had a bomb under it, which is going to chop down this attack's effectiveness a little bit. So it's just so close. I was bummed he didn't get the 3, mostly because I had to attack behind him. It's not fun to attack behind people like Queen Diane and Jesse. But they're just rolling. I mean, they got skellies chewing them up. They got a king on them. They got all those different troop sets, springs going off. But he's just mapped this thing so well. And if I recall, this was a fresh hit, I believe. But these hogs are just sitting there in front of that BK. Hey, what's up, man? No, I take issue with that. Okay, so look at all this. He's got 1:20 to go. Now, what Jesse will tell you after the attack is that he accidentally dropped one or two additional cleanup whiz. And yeah, that would have made the difference here. The reason why I'm showing it to you is that this is pretty much Hog School 101 in terms of pathing, in terms of kill squad deployment. You're just not going to see a lot better here. And Jesse knew that too, and didn't need me to point it out to him. Now, unfortunately, those hogs are going to hit that bomb up top, and it's going to come right down to the wire. What a bummer. You hate to see this one get away, but at the same time, man, I mean, you want to talk about just a clinic that he put on this guy. That is what I call a base redesign attack, because that guy's probably not going to use that base ever again, based on the fact that he had just some little baby 9 come up and just whack the hell out of him. So I just got a 98%. I might have said 99 before, but he just watched that attack again. That's as good as it gets. So that's about it for this installment here. These are the Baby Wars. We had another nice win. We do them every Monday night. And yeah, please come out. Hang out with us if you'd like.